Finally back. Finally back. Definitely excited to be back. Definitely have to say the shout out to the Lord, to God. Um, Without him, this definitely wouldn't be possible at all. For him to be putting me in different situations and for me to overcome every situation that he has been putting me through. Of course, shout out to my parents, shout out to Jordan, shout out to Ricky, and shout out to all of my family members. I've had a great support system in every single thing that I do, from the time that I was a little kid to now being in the league and playing professionally. And they've been here every step of the way, and I cannot ask for any better family members than I have. Of course, shout out to Quezzy, shout out to KO, shout out to the Wilfs for giving me this opportunity. This is a blessing. This is something I've been waiting for a long, long time. Not only just the money standpoint, but just setting my family up for generations and for the longest I can live. I mean, just to be given this opportunity to be playing at the highest level, to have a contract that will set me up for the life I live, and just to be playing for this organization. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this organization at all. I love every single thing about it, from the fan base to the coaches to the teammates to the owners that support this organization. Everything has been phenomenal. There's no complaints that I can really say. Shout out to Ben, my agent, for getting this deal done. This is definitely a back and forth deal that we've been going through for a while now, but just like Quezzy said, we knew that this deal was going to be done. It was just all about the time, all about getting to the right numbers and what I deserve. So this is definitely, of just like I've been saying, this is the start of a lot. This is something that I've been waiting for, and now being a leader of this team and, carrying myself a different way. Just like I told him, I'm going to be on everyone, but I'm going to be on, everyone hard, and I'm going to make sure that I'm the leader of this team, and, we're working to where we want to go, which is a world championship. So I'm excited. I'm excited for my family, excited for my friends, excited for all of the people that supported me. But yeah, we're definitely just getting started, and we got a lot of work to do. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I got some work to do, so let's wrap this up. Any questions?
Justin, you talked a lot about your family. Like, can you recall any specific memories of when you were growing up of maybe telling, like, your mom or your dad that you were going to play in the NFL or, like, envisioning this for yourself?
I mean, I've been saying this since I was pretty much 8, 9 years old. I mean, having two of the brothers that come before me, I got to really see everything before I can even touch a football. So just having two of the brothers to really teach me everything that I needed to learn, from, just getting stronger, just doing push-ups at 3 years old, to, actually being able to throw a football and catch a football. So that dream always been there for me. That vision always been there for me. I was always a big dreamer and always a person to overcome different things and try to be the best person or best kid that I could be, and now to have all of those things installed in my brain, from them teaching me how to become a better person, a better man, from my brothers teaching me how to become a better player on the field. So it's definitely many things that went in towards me being this type of player. Of course, I can name a whole bunch of different coaches that came through my life that turned everything around for me. But that'll be a long list. So,
Justin, you kind of connected the contract to the kind of your status as the leader of the team. I guess what in your mind connects one to the other in terms of being the leader and being the highest paid?
just being the highest paid just comes with being a leader. I mean, but I always preached it. You know, the money never was a big thing for me. It was mostly about just solidifying myself as the top receiver in the league. Of course, I want to be holding that gold jacket when the season is over. I mean, when my career is all over with. So, I mean, it's going to happen. The contract talks are going to happen when you're performing at this type of level. But just like I've said plenty of times, it's more to it than just the money for me. I want to be the best player to ever do it. So in order to do that, I got to keep performing at my highest ability. And, you know, with that, money is going to be involved. But that wasn't my main concern.
Did you take into account, if at all, who the quarterback is going to be here? And what are your thoughts on J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, just with last year's, just with all of the things that happened, all of the quarterback changes that happened, that really didn't really affect me that much. It really didn't matter who was going to be able to throw the ball. I'm always confident in myself and confident in who's throwing the ball to give me those type of opportunities and let me just go make a play for the team. I've talked to JJ as soon as he got drafted. I told him confidence is key. You know, just coming into this league with confidence and being able to have that leadership just right off the bat, being a rookie. You know, there's going to be people to come and help. You know, of course, I'm going to be that main person to be in this ear and try to teach him and try to prepare him for what we're about to go through. But I told him this league is tough. You know, it's not an easy job to come out here and perform at the highest ability, especially as a rookie. But I definitely will be that main person that he can lean on and help throughout the way.
How different do you think that's going to be for you after all those years with Kirk, just now having to kind of guide the quarterback as opposed to leading up?
It comes with it, you know. It comes with just being the leader of the team. Of course, you know, having Kirk was a little bit more easier. Him being a veteran and, you know, me pretty much coming into the league with him as my quarterback, things were a lot easier. But, of course, things are not always going to be that type of way. There's things that's going to change, and you can't really look back on the past and dwell on that. So, of course, having JJ into the building, a new energy, a new soul. I mean, I love his confidence. I love his attitude. And, of course, him coming off a championship, you can't have any more confidence than that. So that confidence is going to continue to be with him. It's just my job to really install that into his brain throughout the whole entire season, and of course, give him that extra confidence by throwing me the ball.
Justin, you've always been good about keeping your focus on football and not letting the negotiations bother you. But how relieved are you that it's not only done before training camp, but even now before minicamp, that you can just play free?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it never really was that big of a concern for me. Just like I said, we knew that the deal was going to be done eventually. It just all a matter of when. But football is my main priority. Football is what got me here. Just the love of the game, just being able to feel like a kid waking up in the morning, excited for those Sunday games and going out there and just killing it. And that it just feels like a kid, just having that joy for the game, having that excitement. But, you know, of course, the contract comes with the game, and I'm just excited to finally be done with it, finally move on, and finally, you know, try to reach a goal that we all trying to reach.
Is this going to be an air raid, do you think, next year with you and TJ and Jordan and all? I mean, I know you got quarterbacks you're not sure of, but those are your strengths right there. Do you think you guys will be throwing it all the time up and down the field and it'll be a basketball on turf?
I mean, we need to ask this man to the left right here. But I mean, we have a whole bunch of different weapons on our offense. Just getting Aaron Jones into this offense with his ability to run the ball and being able to be explosive. I mean, it just goes back to having, you know, Dalvin Cook back on this offense. So having that same type of mindset, having that same type of similarity, I feel like he's going to do fantastic with us, and we definitely have a lot of weapons on our offensive side. So we're going to be trying to give, you know, a whole bunch of people the ball.
How tough was last year for you, and even going through all the contract things? Did that factor in at all, and how excited are you to put all that behind you now?
Yeah, it definitely was a little tough, you know, just being out for, you know, nine weeks. You know, not really being that type of person to really miss games and be on the injury list. So it definitely was a different course for me. But just being prayed up, just believing in what I have to do, believing in the training staff to really get me back on my feet and where I would like to be. But, just having the support system, around me, that definitely helped out a lot. Of course, the contract talks was in play, especially during my injury on whether I should sit out or how I should go about my business. Those type of talks wasn't really effective. I kind of knew what my ability was. I already knew, that contract was going to come eventually. It was just mostly about getting back to my team. Of course, we were trying to win the championship and get to the playoffs, so that was mostly my main priority. Not really about the money, not really about after the season. It's just about being in the present, trying to be there for my teammates, for my coaches, and also, for my family. They're worried about me being on injury, something that I'm not used to. But having them around and talking to them throughout my process of getting back, to then finally getting back and finishing off the season strong, it definitely was a great end to a season that I didn't want.
Justin, why do you think you were so overlooked coming out of high school?
It had a little bit to do with grades, a little bit to do with just not being fully developed. I was very small, not really being that big, not really that fast, not explosive like I am now. So I definitely had times where I complained at my parents and stuff for not being the biggest, not being the strongest. What I'm gonna do, or what I'm saying, just things a little kid thinks about when he's growing and growing into his body. And I really had to be patient about that. Seeing what my oldest brother went through, hearing the different stories that my parents was telling me that he had to go through the same thing I had to go through. So it was just all about being patient, all about just staying the course and working my butt off. And then once I seen that I had that type of skill set, once I seen that I had the ability to go out there and play football at the highest level, that's when the confidence started to come in. That's when I started to be Jets. That's when I started to have that ego. That's when I started to have that confidence that, it don't matter who's going to stand in front of me, I'm going to do whatever I need to do.
Justin, when you look at in totality of this offseason with your contract and some of the other moves, you had Aaron Jones and talk about the quarterback. Like, where do you think the organization is sort of direction of the organization is now moving forward after we get through this deal here?
Yeah, I feel like we're on a great path. Just with locking me in for 5 more years, I've been telling all of them they're going to get the best out of me. Every single practice, every single game, I'm going to try to be the best person that I can be. Of course, being the leader of this team, I got to carry on with the rest of the team right behind me. So just getting everybody on that same goal, on that same mindset, to have that confidence every time we step on the field. And this is a long season. It's not easy to win in this league. Everybody got to be mentally prepared, confident to go into every single game, ready to go. But it starts now. It starts now at training camp. It starts now when we go into the training camp in August and getting ready for the season. We all have to be on the same page, and it starts with me, just getting the guys ready.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.